All right, guys, so we warmed up. We did some compressions down. We've rolled. Maybe we even finished off right here, right? I don't know why I have my phone here. So we are going to come, right? We're going to swivel in. Use your outside foot to bring their leg up. So what I want, this isn't enough. I need to come a little bit closer to her. What you will run into is a difference with your receiver. If their leg is a lot longer, you're gonna have to adjust versus she and I are both short. So I need to scoot my bottom towards her. And also I'm gonna come a little bit closer toward her midline. What I wanna do is I wanna bring her knee towards her, and I've got my leg fully extended, and I'm just leaning back. I'm bringing her onto me, right? How's that pressure?
No, that's so good.
So I'm using the arch of my foot. If you were to come in with the heel immediately or your pad, it'd be too much, right? We're saying hello, we're warming up these hamstrings.
Look at the bend in her femur, right?
Yes.
Now your client has osteoporosis. Do we do this?
No.
Probably not. We don't want to break legs.
The femur bends slightly. I think it's mostly an optical illusion around soft tissue and the way it's pressing in as well, but it does bend.
So I extend my leg, I bring her knee towards her, I lean back. If she has an issue where she's rolled her ankle a lot, maybe this hold won't be as well, like as good for her. So I'll grip higher up on her leg so that I'm not pulling on the ankle as much.
Do you see how this would be hard to do if you had oil on your hands?
Impossible. You would have to get a towel. And you could, right? Get a towel, wrap it around, use the towel.
What about their skin? Like if they're wearing shorts or they're...
I mean, for the most part, even for hair pulling, it shouldn't happen too much. But if it does, you can always wrap like a pillowcase to kind of give you a second grip.
That's what I do.
Or a towel.
Mm-hmm. Just so you're not pulling on their skin as much, right?
They have sensitive skin.
So I start up high. And at each compression, I'm doing about, say about once I get down to the third, it gets a little whoop, right? Things get a little funky. It's about the midway point, which is also, this is probably the most intense of the points, correct? Yeah, right in the belly of the muscle. So why do I not use this one, right? I've got this leg sitting in here, why am I not using this one? Right? Her leg just falling over. With this one, I'm holding her into place. I'll also say when I'm getting up here, right? I'll just go ahead and use this to hold her into place. Right. Next part, flip your foot. Right? And that's the other reason why we do it, because it flows us into the next piece. We let her leg slide open. Say you have a client that is really tight and they need some support. Grab a blanket and give them a little support here underneath the hip, right? That's the great part about these yoga blankets, right? We can fold them in. We couldn't really put a bolster here and it stay on the table. It might pop out. But if we put a little blanket here that Robert loves, these little blankets will give her enough support to where she can feel like she can let go and receive this work. Because if she's up here hanging and holding on to herself, it might be a little harder. But for her, she's good. She's open, right? So I have this other foot. I'm going to go ahead and bring it right in. I'm sorry, my phone is here. So if the client wants a little less pressure, maybe I just fold her foot. I just hold it here. Once again, using the arch of my foot. I pull my shirt out of my rolls so we can take a photo. Right? If she wants more pressure, I'm bringing her foot towards me and I'm pulling her into my feet.
Is Kristen working hard?
No.
Do the clients care that you work hard?
You do a little kitty making biscuit,
Oh my gosh.
right? Because these static holds are great because they get hey, we're here, we're working, this is deep. Then you come in with a little bit more movement, right? This is heaven. Softening. Once I feel like she's ready for it, we can explore a little bit with this heel, right? You ready? I can see you're like, I'm preparing. So I'm almost hooking underneath and pushing up. What muscles are we affecting right now, guys?
Don't look at the screen. Whatever you do, don't look at the screen.
How about her low back?
Yeah, it's such a good stretch all in here, but also all in here too.
Mm-hmm. So when clients say, like, my low back is hurting, you better believe this is some of the stuff I'm doing for their low back.
Well, yeah, and you're hitting. Oops, sorry.
That's okay.
You're hitting the hamstrings like, and low back, so like perfect.
Yeah. So at this point, if we did the flow the way that we've done it, right, we've already hit them inside line and gotten the adductors already warmed up a little bit. Now we're coming in a different direction, getting the hams. We're still affecting those guys. Close reach to the knee. With this little kitty, maybe we're catching a little bit of that sartorius, definitely getting some gracilis, right? All right, anybody have a question with that? Anything to add, Danielle? No, good? Cool. Yeah, this is the best stuff. So we'll start with them with their leg up, right? Some compressions. Flip your foot, open the hip, compressions. Then you come in with some kitties, a little biscuit making, and then come in with a more specific heel. Save that heel for once they're warmed up, because otherwise we will have a jumping, unrelaxed receiver, right?
And this is great for your clients who have groin pain.
Thank you.
You know, who pull the groin muscle.
Oh, yeah.
And you know how you have to get all up in their business, but you know, it can feel a little bit invasive. We're using our feet now. You know?
It's way different than having, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
let me get in there. And it's
Yeah.
like, I'm just like, no, here you go. Yeah, I got your groin. You want to work on it?
Yep.
Better believe it. Let's do this. You're going to have
Right.
to come up the table a little bit, because see how where you were at, you weren't able to bring her past 90,
Okay.
right? So we want to bring them past 90 and then pull them onto us. Perfect. Right? So do it, let her feel what it feels like to not go past 90, right? And bring yourself back a little bit so that you're straightening your leg. So here you are, you're bringing her onto you. She's not past 90 degrees. Okay? Just feel that pressure. Now come up just a little bit to where you can bring her past that. Bring her past the 90, have your legs straight first, and now bring her onto it. See the difference in that? It's much more intense, more work. All right?
Pull and lean back in one motion. There you go. Good job.
Your leg is lengthened. Now, lean back and pull her onto your foot.
Just like that.
What's the difference?
Yeah, so try that, come up just like a tiny bit, right? Your bottom, yeah, bring your bottom just a little bit up so that, perfect. So get yourself into place. Come back, right? So we want to, so straighten your leg, right? Yeah, so you want them past the 90 and then pull them onto you.
Which we don't want.
Is that a little more intense? Yeah. It's just you get that little bit of extra by bringing them past that 90. But you look really strong.
Yeah, I have no problem pulling.
Yeah.
She gets a certificate.
And lean your head back all the way back.
How's it feel?
Relax your arms. We're not, there we go. How does that feel? Good.
Big,
Do you notice the
entire,
difference?
broad arch,
And then bring,
right over the hamstrings.
like, does it turn up very easily?
And then you're gonna move.
Yeah.
the foot. Curl it
Now
down
bust
a
this
little
thing
bit,
out.
that nice big stuff. Breathe in.
Start with it.
Because you want it to be in a place, yeah, so that you can bring it right in. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Mat work.
Straighten this guy. Because this one's holding you into place. Don't worry too much about pulling.
Okay.
You definitely a little pull, right? But this is the working foot right now.
Oh, okay. I thought you started with that and then,
No, this guy's just holding her into place.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Forward. And what? Yep, it's all good.
switch the leg like
Yes,
this. Okay.
perfect.
And then
Woo. Yeah. Right. And probably this foot. Right up. Yeah.